Hey everyone, it's Aradhana. As I film this, it is Friday night, and I am planning to do a little vlog for the weekend. It's gonna be, whatever I'm doing. I'm gonna try and get some writing done. The plan is to do some editing for next week's AO3 upload to get started on the first draft for the new children's series that I decided to start earlier this week. I have a title for the first book. I have title for the second and the third book. I have like simple plot ideas, so we're gonna try and do first draft. Start the first draft for the first book. It'll probably be really underwritten, the first draft, because I do need to read some of my kids' books to get a sense of style that I want to go into. But yeah, it's also going to be Soor's sports day tomorrow morning, so I might record some of that. We're taking them out for lunch. The plan is on Sunday to take them out for a movie as well. So, in between you'll get updates and reading, hopefully, and some writing. And yeah, the sign-off will be, we'll see how things go on by Sunday night. So weekend vlog, let's see how it goes. You can hear the kid screaming because she's tired. We just came back from not just her sports day, but we took them out to McDonald's after that as well. I'm gonna make their lunch. So I'm making khichdi, which is basically Indian porridge. So that was 2.5 spoons of basmati rice. Yellow dal, also 2.5 spoons. My throat is like two and a bit. My throat is like gone. I need to rinse this. We did have McDonald's, so their lunch will be a little late. My husband and I bought food from outside for ourselves, but it's spicy, so the kids won't have it. I put in the water and I realized I forgot to put in the veggies. So that is carrot, ginger, chopped potatoes, like a little bit of turmeric, like a thumb of turmeric and ginger that the kids will not eat, but the health benefits go in. About the right amount of water. I think I can put in a bit more, and then we'll switch on the yeah, I can put in a bit more. Okay. So that's about half full with water. Where's my salt? About a spoonful of salt, and then I'll taste later, because once it's using the pressure cooker, once it's all pressured, I'll come in and I'll add some butter, salted butter, to make it the right consistency, make sure the flavor's all good, and then have khichdi ready for the kids for whenever they want to eat it. They probably won't eat for another hour or so unless they get hungry. So I am just gonna switch that on and eat the second. Where's your cooker? If I can find it. Yes. That is the second pressure cooker. That is for dinner. This one, I am not gonna switch on yet. I'm just putting in the chickpeas. These are not white chickpeas, garbanzo beans, no, these are black chickpeas. We will be having chole chol for dinner. So I soaked the beans, the chickpeas earlier today in the morning, and then I'm just gonna add in a little salt. Again, you know, I'll probably film me putting together the actual making of this. This will only be switched on later. I put in about a spoon and a half. This will only be switched on around 3 in the afternoon, but I like to set it up first. And I'm gonna switch on the other one, and then we're gonna go and sit outside in the living room. Okay, this is on. We're gonna sit outside in the living room, and maybe edit the TikTok that I need for a Monday and read a little. If not one of my books, if not fan fiction, I might take my kids' book and do a little research for the children's book I want to start. everything I wanted to do for the day. For next week, got a little bit of writing done. Maybe I'll write more later. I've been reading fic. I got a TikTok edited as well for later on for Monday. Now to blend this stuff for the tadka. The chole is brushed. Let's blend this. Oops, nope. I forgot to switch it on. But yeah, so I have done most of what I wanted to do for the day. I will hopefully get some writing done later or skim through the kids' book so I can start writing the Forest in the Wall, drafting it this coming week. Tomorrow is going to be a low aim day, so it's like mostly writing and making sure anything that I need to set up for next week is done. My gonna start editing next week as well for the short stories. Because short story compilation, I do want that to go up in a couple of months, so maybe go out and do a writing day once next week. I'll probably reach out to a couple of friends and see about that. Oh, I'm so chilly, this is making my eyes water. I always forget that it does that. I have to wait for this to get brown. If you're interested, what goes in is tomato, onions, green chilies, spring onion, yeah, like a couple of greens, like veggies, and then after it's all cooked down, ginger, I think, it's cooked in heat. After it's all cooked down, turmeric powder. I put coriander powder because most of the kids don't really like coriander. Cumin powder, again, they don't like cumin seeds, and garam masala. How much is feel it? Put it in the feeling. So I have to wait for this to get like less liquidy and then brown, and then I'll add in all of the seasoning masala, and then I'll put it in back into with the chole, mix it and let it boil together so it gets thick. That will be about another 20-25 minutes. Rice is cooking. My face is half out of screen, but I can't really do anything about it unless I move the screen up. Something to think about for next time. But yeah, so I did write fic today instead of anything original, but it is chapter 9 of the Pride and Prejudice fic, which I'm very much enjoying. I'm not entirely sure if the story is going the way it should go, so I might contact the beta reader I was working with, one of my friends who was reading it before I started posting it, and ask her what she thinks. Then I have ideas for the edits for the Rainbow Fairy story, or the story that I'm most likely going to call K-pop Paints the Rainbow. I have an idea how I want the edits to go for that, so I'm debating whether or not I want to print it out and do edits in pen, or edit it, print it out, and then do edits again. So that is going to be a children's story. Debating whether I want to go traditional publishing for that, or find it as illustrator on my own and then self-publish. But I feel like children's stories for self-publishing is a little more difficult to get into the market. I'm not sure though. I have not done research in the children's fiction market, because I never thought I would write a kid's book outside of books that I've written for my kids, which were personalized for them. You know, I wrote for them, for their cousins. These are all personalized stuff, and I never thought I'd go into general public fiction books. So I have to do a bit more research there and see about this. see whether how much illustrating will cost as well. I have reached an illustration goal for not illustration goal. I have reached the goal on Ko-fi that I had set for commissioning in Illustrator for something. So that is, I do have the funds for that if that's what the way I'm going to go. But you know, again, I will see how this goes. First, I need to do the edits, and then yeah, and then of course, stories also have to be written, especially now that I have the first one. The first one doesn't have a plot so much as the second and third ones do. The second and third ones have morals as well as plots. The first one is more an introduction to the world, so I'm thinking that I want to give it a moral as well, and I have an idea on how to do that for plot, but the message is still eluding me, so I might just start writing the first draft and see how that goes. Once drafting it maybe will give me an idea of how I want this to be received, maybe. But yeah, so the first one would, instead of being The Forest in the Wall, that is still the series overarching title series. The first one would be Nana and the Hidden Castle. The second one is Nana and the Missing Unicorn, and the third one is Nana and the Sick Day. And then, you know, with room for more, because it is that sort of world. And Nana as a character would be 8 going on 9, around there, so I have to see how to write that. I know how to write an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old. I do have a 7-year-old at home, but what sort of stories would that 7-year-old read is, you know, something I still have to go through her books to make sure the language isn't too advanced. This takes a while, so I'm not gonna leave the video on for the whole time. But yeah, that's, you know, tomorrow's mission is to maybe start the edits for Kirpa Paints the Rainbow, and break down Nana and the Hidden Castle a little more, to have that plot point more than I had the first rough outline that I've written, because the other two have more of a decent plot, while the first one still is just, yeah, so she finds out that the mural in her nursery is alive. It's Portal, so, you know, have to figure that out now. But yes, I'm going to continue making dinner, and then I will check in again probably tomorrow. If I get writing done or reading done tonight, you know, we'll do a check-in tomorrow sometime in the afternoon. But yeah. Gonna do this quick one because I forgot to start earlier and I was having a couple of conversations. So it's leftovers for dinner, and I've already heated it up. You can't see, I've only made 2 things. We've got like a fridge full of leftovers from the week and the week before, actually. So my kids are making some noise. Fried rice for me and my husband. If there's enough, if not, I'll heat something else up. khichdi for the kids. I don't think all the rice can fit in this bowl, but you know what, we will manage. Khichdi will fit since it's liquid. Yes, today we went for a movie. It was Sornan's second time going to the cinema. The first time I was in isolation, so I didn't go with them. And she's still not used to being still, sitting in one place and watching a movie. But Mama, where's my making it. Everyone, so it is Sunday night. I'm losing my voice because I've been getting better. The cold is getting better, but my throat is not. But yeah, so writing has not been so much this weekend, though I did do some research, I guess we could say, for the children's stories. I went through my kids' book a little to get a sense of the writing cadence and sentence structures and stuff like that. I spoke to her about what she enjoys in her books, and about the story that I want to write, and to get a couple of ideas from her. I forgot how bloodthirsty she can be in the type of stories that she wants, or she tries to tell. But I got a few good ideas that I've taken down notes for that, and for the edits for the other story as well. A little bit writing for fanfic, and for a snippet from nowhere for Kofi. Reading, I did mostly fiction, fanfic reading. I didn't film so much today because I forgot. Honestly, we went out for a movie in the morning, and I meant to film a little when we were going to the theater, because it was Sur's second time going to the cinema. And then I meant to film when I was making dinner, and I did a little before the family came into the kitchen, so then I stopped. And as you can tell, I have a cough, but I'm doing better. Otherwise, still healing. Uh, but yeah, so it was a good weekend. We did some shopping today as well. There was a book sale at the mall where we went for lunch. So Gore got a couple of books, horrible history books, and we bought some Star Wars coloring books to share for us because we're a Star Wars family. And yeah, I finally made a Book Access membership, so that's also there. Writing was done, that I did keep writing. I did get the notes I wanted for starting drafting for the children's book next week and for doing draft 2 for the Rainbow Story. And yeah, I think it was a successful weekend. Good. Now I'm gonna do some journaling, and then I'll go and read more fanfic. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this weekend vlog. My voice is gone. I'm hoping I'll be back soon, and then I'll have a proper video for the next YouTube video. But yeah, if you like my content, you can see that I've changed my username for Instagram. It is now my author Instagram instead of just like a shop page. So I would love to talk to you about my writing there as well. You can find me on all these other places as well. And if you like my content anywhere, you like my writing, or you just want to hang out, feel free to find me in all these places. Subscribe, like, all of that. God, my voice, all of that, and I will see you when my voice comes back. Bye.